Feds probe bank short sellers as UAE sovereign fund builds massive US stock short position. Well, you can basically say goodbye to them, as the US stock market has just reached a 52-week high, sitting at $420.50 as I'm making this video, up 0.3% on the day. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to go over with AMC, as well as short sellers potentially bleeding and some fundamentals as well. Overall, if you guys enjoy the video or find value out of the video, make sure to hit the like button. Helps me out tremendously. Hit the subscribe button. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Also, I noticed a few of you guys didn't like the title in yesterday's video, and the only reason for that is because it wasn't talking about present moment. It was more so talking about what is setting up for the week and the week after to come, and I still stick by that, and you're going to see that in today's video. I am extremely hyped. I am extremely excited, and I am extremely bullish, still holding my AMC and GameStop calls. Without further ado, let's get into the video. You guys remember when JP Morgan a little while ago basically wanted regulators to ban short selling amid the banking crisis. They were basically stating that, listen, short sellers are attacking our stocks. It's unfair. This shouldn't happen within the market, but they haven't cared when they've done it to other stocks, and all of a sudden when they're in trouble, they care. JP Morgan, the world's largest bank, basically stated we need this to stop in a video. Now, JP Morgan is also one of the banks where deposits fell $465 billion year over year, and in fact, JP Morgan itself deposits declined by 57 times that of Citigroup over the past 12 months. Now, why are we bringing this up? Why are we bringing up old news, lottery stocks? The reason for that is because they are actually hedging. Why do we care about their hedge? We care because it's AMC. This is what they're using as a hedge. A new 13F filing, shout out to Crystal Ball for posting it on Twitter, states that JP Morgan decided their position wasn't big enough and added 172,943 more AMC shares and 752,000 worth of calls filed yesterday. New York State Common Retirement Fund holds over $2.5 million worth of AMC as well. Now, recently, JP Morgan just bought 150,000 call contracts on AMC, and they recently just loaded up, filed yesterday, going long on AMC shares, going long on AMC calls. Now, usually you don't see this. What you see is, okay, they load up on AMC shares, they lend them out, and they actually bet puts on the stock, but JP Morgan is using AMC as a complete hedge. Do you guys think we have something that is going to happen in a very, very short amount of time with AMC? Now, since we are on the topic of short sellers, Republican Representative Warren Davidson of Ohio has requested that bank regulators investigate whether the run on deposits at Silicon Valley Bank were orchestrated by short sellers seeking to profit from the bank's failure. You guys remember back when they tried to make up this skit where retail investors orchestrated an attack to squeeze out short sellers on AMC and GameStop? Well, now they're trying to do the same thing to short sellers, but just because it's happening to banks, which overall affects big players, which overall affects the market, corruption, ultimately leading to the government and the too big to fails. Well, you guys might have noticed in the beginning of the video that I had something orange underlaid over the S&P 500, and you might be wondering, lottery stocks, what is this laid out in orange? What I have laid out for you in orange is actually GameStop, ticker symbol GME, and I'm using it as a reference to see when GameStop peaked in January of 2021 and AMC peaked in January of 2021, what was happening with the S&P 500. You see, recently the S&P 500 scaled up from a low to around 403, and short sellers lost over 82 billion within a week, and now we are having one of the craziest melt-ups that we have seen in a while, trading at 420.50. Well, GameStop peaked back here, and this is what happened on the S&P 500 in the meantime. It came all the way up to 380 following this COVID crash. So COVID crashed. It came up, scaled up, it had a double top right here. Bears probably re-entered thinking that this thing was going to last a bit longer because this was probably one of the fastest flash crashes that we have had in the overall market. Bears got squoze out. AMC, GameStop ran as retail, picked them up, and essentially we have been manipulated into the floor ever since. We are finally getting another chance at this melt up as bears have taken heavy positions in the US stock market. I'm not coming out here and stating that it is going to rise. I'm not coming out here stating that it is going to fall. What I'm stating is the facts and where we are present moment, trading almost at 421 on the day. Speaking of that, I wanted to talk about the S&P 500 actually scaling up as well. There is a gap fill at 421.50 currently as I'm making this video, which I talked about. I've stated once the S&P 500 breaks 420, it's game over, and I see it continuously scaling up without actually finding a new relative low. However, I think the last resort for a rejection is right around 421.50 because we have a gap to fill back here right on August 19th, where that gap is, could be filled before selling off even further. So just keep that in mind, keep that in the back of your head. You guys let me know your overall outlook on the SPY in the comments down below. Jumping into AMC, remember, big CEOs always leave before shit hits the fan. Coincidental timing, Morgan Stanley CEO James Gorman to step down within 12 months. And finally, something is going on with Ape shares out and float on chart exchange. The shares out is at 2.792 billion shares, while the float is only at 516 million, which means the float over is basically 6 times over, at least. Now, do you think they just need some liquidity, naked shorts are coming out, or both? Or do you think this is just another little glitch and it doesn't mean anything? Now, for anyone freaking out about the postcards, number one, don't panic if you haven't received it yet. The mail out deadline was the 15th of May. Therefore, give it till the 22nd. Postcards are also not sent out by AMC, they're sent out by a strategic claims service. They're also not sent out by your broker. Number 3, there's no special info on that postcard that is not already available to you on AMC's 8K filing, investor relations page, or official AMC Twitter notice. Postcards are an attempt to reach people, not on Twitter, so just keep that in mind. For anyone freaking out that your postcard is late, it is not late just yet. And if you want to read what's on the postcard and that's why you're freaking out, make sure to look at one of these sites. Now, touching on some fundamentals really quick, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 blasts to $529 million, Mario Bros crosses $1.2 billion and propels Universal past $2 billion in 2023 international box office, as well as a brand new movie, Fast X, to run circles around the world with near $300 million opening box office preview. Now, in case you guys care and in case you guys potentially want a job, AMC is hiring a manager of logistics and theater services to work with vendors/partners to provide top service and guest experience for movie patrons. Now, before we jump into the charts and the numbers to close out the video, I just want to disclose I am still in my AMC and GameStop calls, and if you want to know my trades as soon as I take them, make sure to join the Discord. The link is under the video. If you've been sleeping on it for a while, now is your chance to get in. I am in there on the daily, as well as 500 of the most amazing people so far who talk stocks all day long, post losses, post gains, and we also have access to options trading alerts, so join that, guys. Don't sleep on the Discord any longer. Plus, if you want free stocks, I'll leave it in the comments and in the description as well. Download Moomoo using my link and make a deposit. Once you sign up, you are getting up to 20 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock. Plus, if you're from Australia specifically, you're getting 10 free AMC stocks guaranteed once you sign up and make a deposit using my link, plus another 10 stocks on top of that. So make sure to go do that. You're also getting access to free level 2 order book data, trading options, going long, going short, and more. Overall, keep in mind also that XRP has been scaling up and AMC tends to follow XRP, Ethereum Classic. All three of them tend to correlate together, so just keep that in the back of your head as well. Overall, guys, this is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out, share the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, check the links. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.